welcome to Win Anyway Live for Saturday. I know it's late, but I've had a lot of things going on today. I had to watch Loki. My daughter was out trying to get a car, and I was going back and forth texting about that whole situation and then dealing with it when she came back and couldn't get her car. And, let's just say it's been stressful. But I got another daughter trying to move out, trying to get her to pack up her room. Oh my goodness. And then I've been following, the fourth quarter of the Bucks-Nets game, just to have it go into overtime. So hopefully I'll be done with the video before overtime is over and one of them ends up winning. You can see I am wearing another Flash shirt just like yesterday. Yes, I now have enough Flash shirts. I could wear one every day of the week that would be completely different. I might have been there already. I might be closing in on 2 weeks. It's tough to say. So I got the Flash. This was, again, for my birthday on Thursday. And the Flash himself, I'll try not to show myself off, but he's down below really small. So, yeah, the Flash. Branding. That's what this podcast is. Podcast. Live video. Facebook Live. Why do I keep saying podcast? This Facebook Live is about branding. And you'd think my brand is the Flash as often as I wear the Flash brand. But no, Flash is just my favorite character. And I probably shouldn't be wearing the Flash quite so often when I do these videos unless I want you somehow to connect me with the Flash, when clearly my brand is the Win Anyway brand. I'm the Win Anyway guy. Maybe I should start making some Win Anyway t-shirts and other types of clothing and wear Win Anyway stuff every time I do a video. I could be doing that. Brands are important. I just listened to a podcast from Lewis Howes. He was interviewing Rory Vaden. Now, some of you might know who Rory Vaden is. I'm betting most of you don't. I knew him back when he was just a scrawny little speaker who had made his success selling books door to door here in Colorado. And then he ended up competing in Toastmasters at the 2006 World Championship, where I competed, and then the next year in the 2007 World Championship, where he took second. But since then, he has gone way beyond. He's a keynote speaker. He's a businessman, owns a company. I think he owns several companies. And, he's big enough to now be interviewed on the Lewis Howes podcast, one of the biggest podcasts in the world, for at least the second time. And I listened to his podcast on branding and the study that his latest company has done on branding and how important it is that branding for people who are millennials or next gens, they're much more likely to buy from you if you have a personal brand, if they feel that they know you in some way. So how are you branding yourself? If I were to meet you, if I were to find you on Facebook, if you had something to sell me, how would I think of you? What would your brand be? So if you're thinking about creating a brand, come up with something memorable, come up with something positive, and something that reflects what it is you're selling, what it is you're offering. Because you're going to have a much better time if you brand yourself. People are going to be able to think of you. You're going to be top of mind. So I should probably get rid of this whole Flash motif every time I do a video and start coming up with more of a Win Anyway motif. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's my thought for tonight. Go listen to the podcast, the Lewis Howes podcast, and hear him interview Rory. It's an hour and a half with some advertising. Worth your time. Meanwhile, go Milwaukee. Beat those nasty Brooklyn Nets. Unless the Nets win, then go Brooklyn, because I don't want the Phoenix Suns or the LA Clippers to win. And don't even talk to me about the 76ers. That's it. Win anyway. See you tomorrow.